Greetings, seekers of truth. I hope this message finds you well and joyful. If not, may today's oracle messages and my insights remind you of your inherent power of choice. First, a very happy birthday to all Geminis. This month's astrology is particularly special. Beginning on the 3rd, we will witness a remarkable alignment of 6 planets in Gemini, known as the Parade of Planets, culminating with the Gemini new moon on the 6th. Gemini, symbolized by the twins, often struggles between mind and heart, historically represented in tarot as the choice card, number 6, now known as the Lovers in the major arcana. This planetary alignment highlights the theme of heart and mind coherence, love versus fear, and desires versus aversions. Today's message encapsulates this theme perfectly. Due to these planetary alignments, I selected the Moonology Oracle deck. 2 cards emerge together. Full moon in Aries, indicating a fiery climax approaches. Here's the detailed message. It's time to see if you've been a little bit too much me. There's a tug of war going on between what you want and what someone else wants, but you'll have to wait a little while to see what's going to happen next. As you wait, ask yourself if you've been handling the situation as sensitively as you could have done. If you know deep down that you've been a little rash or harsh, gone too fast or overstepped the mark, then accept that on some level you've created this situation yourself, which means you can create your way out of it too. When this card comes up, a peak is coming and it could be fiery. Attune to the moon. Be nice, be kind, smile and be polite as you navigate to where you want to be. Additional meanings for this card. Being assertive is good. Just don't ride roughshod over anyone. If you're in a tense situation, meditate your way to peace. Don't be a baby. Sorry, but this could be the issue. You need to have more fun. The teaching. The full moon in Aries is a super fiery time when emotions can run very high. On the upside, there's excitement about what may lie ahead, but tempers are likely to flare with rash comments or decisions. No matter when you pull this card, it signals that the situation has just or is about to come to peak, perhaps in a rather heated way. There could be a price to pay if you have been too competitive or too blunt. This card reminds us that while others may influence our reality, it is ultimately up to us to create, think, feel, and act as we choose. The Gemini choice between the mind's ego and the heart's capacity for love is pivotal. We cannot change others' perceptions, only our own. By changing ourselves, we might inspire change in others, attracting different energies. The next card, Mutable Moon, states that nothing is set in stone. Mutable is all about change, shape-shifting even, that something is still developing. This card indicates that something is indeed changing and there's room for maneuver. So take it as a sign that the situation you're asking about is far from finalized. If you're not happy with the current state of play, that's marvelous. It means you can still change the course of the outcome. However, there is also a sense that the situation could perhaps be a little unstable. For some, this is great news because you can still influence it. Others will struggle with the uncertainty, but should stay with it a little longer. Either way, nothing is set in stone yet. Attune to the moon. Know that the best will unfold for me. Additional meanings for this card. You're meandering towards your goal, and that's okay. Staying adaptable is the key to success for you now. Make sure you're not being led astray. Have you become distracted? Time to focus. Stay with it, whatever it means to you. The teaching. In astrology, there are 3 so-called quadruplicities: cardinal, fixed, and mutable. The mutable signs are Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Pisces, and when the moon is in one of these signs, you know there's going to be more flexibility in a situation. Anytime you pull this card, it suggests there's the opportunity to keep visualizing and affirming what you want, as there's still room for change. So think about what you want and enjoy the daydream. This card emphasizes the importance of where we focus our attention and energy. Do we concentrate on what we don't want, thereby attracting more of it, or on what we do want. Wants and don't wants might seem like two sides of the same coin, but they are not. Our minds perceive them this way, creating conflict. True peace comes from within, dissolving the mind's duality and revealing that what we truly desire has always been present. Initially, I intended to end the reading here, but I felt compelled to draw one more card from the Sacred Rebel's Oracle. Again, two cards appeared together. The first, card 25, Release the Dark Wound, Let Love Live, has the following message. If we detach something from its source too soon, trying to force it to become what it is not yet ready or willing to become, we can unintentionally sap it of its strength and kill it. There is a dark wound in the consciousness of humanity which demands perfection and denies process. If you are thinking of publishers before you have even written the book, if you are comparing your unfinished song idea to the latest best-selling pop release, if you have decided you are not good enough or worthy enough to succeed before you've given it everything you've got and asked for divine help, then this dark wound has you in its grasp. You have to let go of the death grip of perfectionism and let yourself and your ideas live. Love is abundant, creative and inspiring. It moves us so much more joyously and creatively than fear. You are being asked to honor the path of your own love. What inspires you? What feels exciting, joyful and perhaps even rather different? Let that live. Release the dark wounding of false belief. There are countless stories of vastly successful artists who very nearly binned the project that was the making of their career because of the despair fostered by their own dark nature. They doubted. They were uncertain. Was their work any good? Was it useless? They struggled to believe in the right of a work to come to life, whether it was accepted, revered or rejected by others, or not. They nearly lost their work to fear. Undoubtedly, there have been many times when this has actually happened and work was not saved, not allowed to live. Do not let this happen to you. Whether something is meant to be a commercially oriented venture or a more personal creation for your own therapeutic healing, it must be allowed to be without judgment, without criticism, even without premature evaluation. It must be allowed to be what it is, and only time, love, patience, and attention will reveal it. If you have drawn this card, along with the Oracle of Defend to the End, the Worthwhile, or the Oracle of New Birth, guarded vigilantly, then the message above is amplified, and you are asked to act on this immediately, so that your path can continue under the protection and grace of wisdom. If you feel drawn to read the messages of one or both of those additional oracles, whether you have drawn the cards in this reading or not, trust your instincts and do that in addition to completing the reading of this guidance and the healing process below. You can do the healing processes for those additional cards if you wish to do so. The messages of this card are also amplified if you have drawn the Oracle of Beyond the Mind, the Heart Beats. If you have not drawn that card, but feel inspired to read its messages and complete the healing process for that oracle, trust yourself and do so now. This card carries a healing message, which I will integrate with all other cards' mentions into a meditation at the end of this video. It underscores the choice of focusing on the outcome versus the process and feelings involved. Our wounds belong to the past and should not taint our present or future. The final card, number 16, What You Want Wants You, perfectly concludes today's reading. Do you dare to believe that what you want is also wanting you? The genuine desires of your heart are the sacred purpose of the soul, swathed in pleasure. Yet, if you have been shamed, judged for, made to feel guilt over, or denied your natural desires or pleasures in any way, you may have developed a very tricky and complicated relationship with the yearnings of your heart. We often learn to distrust our own desires and come to believe that they are something to be overcome or avoided. We may even try to want second best, disbelieving that we are worthy of our first choice, of what we really, genuinely want, and would fulfill us deeply. Perhaps we have conditioned ourselves to believe that getting what we want is for others, not us. This oracle comes with a healing message for you. First, trust in what you truly want, not the substitutions and make-dos, but what would truly bring a sense of passionate, playful purpose and fulfillment to your life. You might not know anything more than, I want to sing, or I want to write, or want to help animals, or I want to paint. Start with what you know and hold it in your heart as you do the healing process below. If you genuinely do not know what your heart wants, you will very much enjoy the process of exploring your desires by making gentle and persistent inquiries of yourself. Ask yourself what it is that truly moves you. Give this matter consistent attention without forcing a response. Your answers may come in a sudden flood or slowly over time. As you get to know your genuine desires and give yourself permission to feel and receive them, a powerful sequence is set in motion. From the depths of the universe, your desire hurtles its way towards you as the perfect manifestation. It is coming to you even now, manifesting itself as the best situation, or relationship or circumstances to bring fulfillment to your heart, radiance to your life path, and a creative awakening. So don't give up. Keep dreaming of your fulfillment, but don't imagine it as always awaiting you in some distant future. Instead, play with what it will feel like to be so fulfilled right now. How will you feel different? Will you be more grateful, more peaceful and content, more confident, more trusting of your ability to create and in the loving responsiveness of this wild universe? Cultivate those loving feelings. Get to feel what genuine desire and the meeting of that desire that can then generate yet new desire is like for you. Give yourself permission to go there, right now. Remember that if you have people in your life who are shutting you down, suggesting that what you want is not possible, or that you are aiming too high, then they need this healing too. Perhaps you can inspire them by giving yourself permission to heal. This will naturally open them to the idea that they could give themselves permission to know and fulfill their unique desires too. Whether someone chooses to be inspired by you or to be fearful of your innate creative power is completely up to them. This oracle brings you the message that whether you see it coming or not, your desire is already on its way to you. It is closer than you think, and soon you will be able to see it, touch it, feel it, and enjoy it. You will then become inspired for your next manifestation based on the true desires of your heart. This card reiterates the importance of focusing on our desires rather than our fears. We all seek happiness, love, and peace, and inherently wish the same for others, though we can only make choices for ourselves. Cultivating positive feelings through constant practice and awareness can make this our default state, uniting mind and heart. I hope today's messages have brought you relief and joy. I'll conclude here, but stay tuned for a short meditation following my farewell. If you found today's message informative and useful, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to click the bell icon to stay updated with future messages. I'm eager to know what you are manifesting in your world. Share your thoughts in the comments. This channel has grown beyond my expectations in just 1 month, and I thank you all for allowing me to share my joy in helping others. Wishing you a transformative month filled with peace, joy, and unconditional love. Until next time, here is your meditation. Goodbye.
Find somewhere quiet where you won't be distracted for a few minutes. Feel free to pause this video. Close your eyes. We will start with a few long, deep breaths through your nose, focusing on each inhale and exhale. Inhale and hold. Exhale, releasing any tension. Inhale and hold. Exhale, releasing any tension. Inhale and hold. Exhale, releasing any tension. returning your breath to normal, and keep your focus on it for a few more seconds. Bring a thought of something you love or that brings you joy to mind, and focus on that feeling. Move that feeling into your heart and make it grow in strength with every heartbeat. Repeat with me in your mind these affirmations. What I want wants me. I am open, willing and capable of receiving it through unconditional love. What I want wants me. I am open, willing and capable of receiving it through unconditional love. What I want wants me. I am open, willing and capable of receiving it through unconditional love. Keep your attention in your heart and the unconditional love for a few more moments. Repeat with me. I now choose, of my own free will, to release all memories and belief based in the dark wound, criticism, judgment, shaming, and fear, so that my creative, loving energy may thrive in a nourishing environment conducive to growth. I now choose, of my own free will, to release all memories and belief based in the dark wound, criticism, judgment, shaming, and fear, so that my creative, loving energy may thrive in a nourishing environment conducive to growth. I now choose, of my own free will, to release all memories and belief based in the dark wound, criticism, judgment, shaming, and fear, so that my creative, loving energy may thrive in a nourishing environment conducive to growth. So be it. This concludes our healing. Feel free to sit feeling this unconditional love pulsate through your being and open your eyes, ending this meditation when you feel ready. Farewell.